Hey collective, it's your girl Stace, here to do an energy read because I feel like it. I'm just stopping by. Oh, excuse me. I had a couple downloads this morning. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into them, but I know that Granny got something to do with it. Remember that time is fluid. So whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. So the first download I got was, girl, don't you know how good you got it? Girl or guy, okay, don't you know how good you got it, right? And it says, stop overlooking your blessings. All right, so some of you guys could be reminiscing or comparing where you're at right now to where you were in the past, right? You may be looking at, when you were in your lower vibration, how you had a lot of friends, a lot of things going on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of social life, and now that you've elevated and you're changing your life, those people, those things and situations drop away because they're no longer in alignment with you, right? And that could be a little isolating, a little, I heard, shell-shocking. You could think you're doing something wrong or you went in the wrong direction. That spirit said that's not so, you know what I mean? You have to remember where he has brought you from. Stay in an attitude of gratitude. Thank you, spirit, right? And I got another one. They showed you no mercy. All right, so this is I picked up somebody when you needed mercy, when you needed grace, when you needed forgiveness. These people didn't give it to you. They didn't give you grace. They didn't give you mercy. They didn't give you forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? They didn't try to, overlook your shortcomings or your failures. It's like they didn't. They made sure that you knew every day how they felt about the choice you made or whatever it was that happened, right? Got more money than sense, frivolous. So spirit, what I heard with that, which they showed you no mercy, spirit showed me that these people are going to be asking God for mercy. They're going to be, God said every knee shall bow. It's all coming so fast. I'm trying to get it out of my mouth. They showed you no mercy, and he's not going to show them any mercy. They're going to be begging for God to have mercy on their souls, man, on their life, man, for real. And he's going to turn it, he ain't going to show them no mercy, just as they didn't show his child no mercy. Thank you, spirit. And the last one was House of Horrors. So some of you guys could feel like you lived in a house of horrors. I also seen like a mirrors, the house of mirrors. I seen that. The spirit showed me that it was like mirrors, reflections of yourself, reflections of others. So you could be like a mirror to a lot of people when they go into this room. They see a reflection of themselves in you, or something to that. But anyway, some of y'all could have came out of a house of mirrors. Okay. Let's get going. We got more money than sense. Frivolous. Spend wisely by prioritizing your needs over wants to avoid financial stress. Money doesn't equate to sense. All right. So Spirit said, watch your spending. God looks out for babies and fools. I can't make it up. I feel like you could be blessed. You could feel blessed. You should. All right. Because girl or guy, you don't know how good you got it. Right. You don't know how good you got it because God pulled you out of that mess. And the people that you left behind in that mess, they're going to be asking for God to pull them out too. But he said he ain't going to because, I don't know. Listen, strike that from the record. I can't speak for God. But I know that he showed me that he's turning his face to them. Because they showed you none. They would not, they couldn't forgive you. What goes around comes around. That's what I'm hearing. What goes around comes around. If you can't forgive others, then I'm not going to forgive you. And we all know that's the law of the universe. You can't forgive, you will not be forgiven. Right? Just like the guy that owed the debt, right? He owed the debt to the landowner, and he begged the landowner to forgive him of his debt. He'll pay it off, some way. And then he said, I forgive your whole debt. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as he left, he went and found somebody that owed him money. What did he do? Hemmed them up in the fucking corner, tell them they better pay for that. They better give him his money. Then he had him locked up. You see what I'm saying? How God forgave him and then he didn't forgive somebody else? Come on, Spirit. And God, and then the landlord turned around and put his ass in jail until he paid off that fucking debt. That's what's happening. Thank you, Spirit. Purse on the floor, money out the door. If you place your purse, handbag, or wallet on the floor, you may have financial troubles. Don't put your purse on the floor, y'all. That's old, way old. Don't put your purse on the floor. I see a lot of women that do that, but I see how they live as well. You know what I mean? It's like fast money. It's usually fast money. When I see people that do that, it's usually because they don't care. You know what I'm saying? There was no hard work in it. They took it, right? So they don't care about it. They gotta take some more. Senselessness. So I feel like Spirit is really saying maybe you guys could really be cautious with your money. I don't know. God could be getting ready to bless you with a lump sum of money, okay? But I feel like you guys need to spend wisely, invest wisely, you know. Don't lose your senses. Don't lose your perspective. Don't lose your connection to Spirit, right? Don't allow it to take you away from God. Let it bring you closer to God. And He'll guide you in which way and how to do things. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what's going on here, Spirit? My collective, frivolous and covered sensibleness. Sensibleness. I'm trying to read that shit. I don't know if it's a typo or what. And then we got a dog that brings a bone will carry a bone, a gossiper. So be cautious of somebody that around you that likes to gossip, okay? That somebody could be gossiping about your money, what you spend your money on, what you invest in, what you have, what you don't have. This could be somebody that has a little bit of money, right? They spend it on frivolous shit. They don't care about spending and losing it because they took it. That's what I heard. Listen, they messed around and found out. That's a test, and that came right under you being covered. Some situations will require you to respond, stand on business, and be firm with your boundaries. Yeah. So somebody could be gossiping about how somebody got their money. Somebody may have told somebody how they got their money, and somebody in return went and told somebody else. I don't know. What we got here, Spirit? We got stay in or out. This could be somebody that comes in and out of your life. They come in, they come in with gossip. They see how you doing, see what's going on in your life, then they gone. Temperature. Choose between staying inside or outside. Avoid opening and closing doors to save on heating and cooling. Yeah, and also to save on your own energy, not just the energy of your home. But somebody's coming in and out. They come in and out to steal your energy. Thank you, Spirit. And this is a test for somebody. Somebody didn't believe that you were protected. I feel like somebody tried to steal something from you. This is somebody that does this often. This is somebody that they have a bad relationship with money. They don't have a respectful relationship with money. What we got here, Spirit? Stay out of grown folks' business, juvenile. So a child could have overheard some grown folks gossiping about somebody and how much money they got and how frivolous they are. They spending money on crazy shit. Children should not get involved in adult conversations. Yeah, somebody could be gossiping about that. What's going on here, Spirit? Okay. Know them books like you know them songs. Study. Protection, test, and study. This is you right in the middle. This is the protection that Spirit has around you. Repeat information to raise awareness and advance education. Learn as proficiently as you memorize song lyrics. Repeat information to raise awareness. You could repeat things. You could talk. You could teach. You could be a teacher. And advance education. This is like getting people to bringing people awareness. You could bring awareness to people. Okay. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, there's some Some juveniles that overheard some gossip about somebody. What's going on here, Spirit? Okay. Eating someone out of house and home consumption. Somebody's greedy. I told you, somebody just comes around to steal from you, to steal your energy, to steal your resources. Somebody could come around that's always hungry, always want to know what you cook, what you got in your refrigerator. Somebody could always be hungry. Somebody could also have the munchies if this is a juvenile. Somebody's child could smoke. All right? To eat so much of someone's food that there's little or none left for the owner. Yeah, this is right in alignment. This is somebody that feels like you're some kind of reservoir where they can come in, they can get money from you, they can get advice from you, they can get your love, your nurturing, they can get food from you. This is what somebody thinks you are. Somebody's greedy and selfish. Somebody thinks you're so naive that you don't recognize that they only come around to use you. Child, listen. Ooh, they got the right one with the wrong time. Ooh, come on, spirit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. To communicate one's intentions and character when being misunderstood or misrepresented. That's right. See, somebody think you don't know what the fuck they doing. This could be an adult child, all right, or a adult grandchild. This could be a niece or nephew. You know what I'm saying? But this is an adolescent child. This is someone that may be in their early 20s. All right, thank you, Spirit. Tight as a tick. Yeah, somebody got you fucked up. That's what I heard. Somebody thinks that you are so naive that they can come around and they can feed you a bunch of bullshit and gaslight you and you won't recognize them. Honey, we ain't our grandparents. We are not our grandparents. I promise you. You may have been able to do that with your grandmother or your great grandmother or somebody like that, but not this one. Seriously, not this one. No, listen, because you got eyes in the back of your damn head. Come on, spirits. Ooh wee. Listen. Let me tell you something. You have a lot of protection. You have spiritual protection around you. It's important to stay alert and be aware of your surroundings, including anything happening behind you. This is right in the same line with Know That Book. They're gonna mess around, find out, and protection. Even if you don't see people on the physical level, you see people with your spiritual eye. And you have ancestors that watch over you. And they about to find out, listen. Somebody thinks that you naive, that you don't see the game they finna run on you. Oh, so here's what Spirit just showed me. There's a young adult that overheard some adults talking about you. Okay, so now I feel like this child thinks that they can come over and just, kind of leech off of you, gaslight you, manipulate you to get some of that loot. Okay, thank you, Spirit. God bless dirt and dirt don't hurt. Sufficient. You have just the right amount needed to grow your vision. I feel like somebody thinks that when they come and they take things from you, they get your energy, your resources, your nurturing, your wisdom. Somebody feels like they're taking something from you, but in actuality, what you have in surplus, what you have is surplus. What they come and take is your surplus because you are sufficient. You have more than enough. You understand? God provides for you. So what they come over and think they're taking, that's surplus. They can never take it from the source. You understand? Thank you, Spirit. There could be four individuals in this energy. Juvenile individuals, I'm saying. These could be like cousins and siblings, all right, that are in this energy. Thank you, Spirit. If it was a snake, it would have bit you. Wow. You're about to get some clarity about something. Something that you see, these little, I was getting ready to say these little motherfuckers. They go back and they tell your information. They come over, they gaslight you, they pretend they love you, they pretend they care, they just want, come by and check on you and shit like that, and then they need a couple of dollars for this and this and that, and what you got to eat, Granny or Nana, that's what I'm hearing. And these motherfuckers, they go back and they tell people what you do with your money, how you spend your money, what's in your house, what you drive, who's over there, what this and that shit, what's in your refrigerator. I'm telling you. But they don't listen. Hard head make a soft ass. That's what I'm hearing. It says, pay attention. Sometimes we miss what we seek because we don't search thoroughly. Patience and diligence are key to avoiding oversights. If it was a snake, it would have bit you. So if you wonder how people are knowing your business or how people are able to interfere in your life, it's because these damn kids running back telling your business. Yep, these kids that come over your house that eat and sometimes they spend the night. Yeah, these are ops. Yep, they're flying monkeys. Yep, these little kids done got themselves caught up in some grown folks' business. Now they op. Look, a closed mouth don't get fed. This was in reverse though. Please communicate your needs clearly to enable others to assist you. Something about asking for help. All right. Maybe you need to ask for some kind of help, collective. Or maybe you need to talk to God about what it is that you need or that you want. If you need anything, nothing beats a failure but a try. So maybe there is something that you want to ask the Most High for, you want to pray about, or you want to do, you know what I mean? Or something that you need, you got to ask for it. I heard knock and the door will be opened. Spirit, what I got? Validity. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between what's fake and what's real. Test to prove authenticity. So maybe you're asking God to reveal something to you. I feel like you're asking God to reveal who the snakes are in your life. Come on, Spirit. Yep. You ask God to reveal to you those people that are trying to come against you. All right, listen, because we living in the last time. Time is up. Yep, that's why you gotta keep your eyes in the back of your head. You ask God to show you, or you haven't yet, but you need to. Ask God to show you, to reveal to you the snakes in your grass, so you can cut their heads off and dispose of them properly. Listen, they don't like that shit. Somebody could get loud, hooting and hollering. This could be a child, or yeah, this could be a child. You put it how it goes in your life. That gets very loud when they don't get what they fucking want. Being excessively loud and unable to control one's emotions. Yeah, this is somebody that gets very loud and very, I heard temper tantrums when you tell them no. What's the spirit? What's going on here? This is a very entitled person. Look, the truth will set you free. Liberation. I feel like you're freeing yourself from this situation, something that is not bound by the usual social norms and expectations. Maybe you could feel a little guilt about releasing or cutting this person off, this child off. All right, because it's not the social norm. It's not normal for a parent to just say, "Listen, I ain't fucking with my kid no more." You know what I mean? You might get criticism about it, but a lot of people will fucking understand. I feel like at this day, because you're being liberated and you know that you don't have to accept that, right? And you don't have to keep attaching yourself to somebody that is very toxic and they need to get some kind of help, especially anger management. Yeah, because somebody thinks you're a fool, baby. Somebody thinks you're a fool. Right? Yes, they do. They think you're a fool. Don't judge intelligence by appearance. Everyone has the potential to be smarter than they seem. Because somebody thinks you look like Boo Boo the Fool. And look, baby, look at that. Girl, you just don't know how good you got it. What did I say? Wasn't that the opening statement? Thank you, Spirit. Appreciation. These people do not appreciate you. We often forget how good we have it compared to those who came before us. Let's be grateful for the conveniences and opportunities we enjoy. And not just those that came before us. How about our past? The shit that came before us, before the us now. You know what I'm saying? Every grin ain't your friend. Come on, Spirit. Yeah, the truth shall set you free. You know you need to detach from this person, cut the cords with this person. This person feels like you owe them something, like just because you're their mother or their grandparent or something like that, they feel like that they're entitled to whatever belongs to you. But it don't go like that. There's been plenty of time the motherfucker cut somebody out they line, their succession line, and you get nothing. Shit. And that's because they're ungrateful, and they greedy, and they loud, and they belligerent, and they're very fucking disrespectful, because I can see it. Look, blood is thicker than water. This is kin. I feel like you're liberating yourself from people that say blood is thicker than water. Family bonds are stronger than any other relationship. Society says, but the truth shall set you free. Right? What's it say? Something that is not bound by the usual social patterns. Listen. If this is a sibling, okay, if this is it don't matter. It don't matter. It says kin. It says blood. This could even be a parent, you know? This could be the other way around. Thank you, Spirit. What's this say? I was born at night, but not last night. Yeah, somebody patronizes you. I told you somebody feels entitled here. Somebody feels like you're supposed to accept it. You're supposed to overlook their bullshit. That's what I'm hearing. Listen, don't write a check your ass can't cash. Come on now. And that's somebody's warning. To stop insulting you. Stop insulting your intelligence. Be careful about making promises or saying things that you cannot back up or lack proof of. Come on, Spirit. Two women cannot live in the same space together. Men do that shit with ease, but women, it's a little hard with women because women, child, I don't fucking know, because I ain't got no problem with you as long as you clean. You know what I'm saying? And you respectful. You know. But there's always, but that's for somebody that's insecure. You know what I mean? All right, what else is here, Spirit? What else for the collective? Okay, listen. Fix your face, demeanor. What's this? Remember that your facial expression reflects your emotions. Try to keep a neutral expression to avoid sending unintended messages. Yeah, this is giving me the energy of this child is getting on your nerves. And you try not to let this child know how displeased you are of them. You know what I'm saying? Because after all, you did bring them into the world, right? But yeah, so be careful of that. Because sometimes it ain't what we say, it's how we say it, right? The expression on our face, the tone in our voice, our actions and behaviors around it, right? What's the Spirit? Can't live with them and can't live without them. And this is attachments, kin. Listen, this ain't just children. This is siblings. This is spouses. This is all of that. Set yourself free. They may not be perfect, but their presence adds value to our lives. We would miss out without them. That's how you might feel. But would you? Really? And some people are just set in their ways. Some people are just set in the way things are, right? They feel like they're too old to try to live a different way, you know? It's too late. Ain't got time like that, right? I feel like a lot of y'all have just settled into this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like, you know, this is my family. Study long, study wrong, decisive. I'm telling you. Somebody took a long time to decide something about you. That's what I feel. Somebody wasn't sure about you. You know, it's like they weren't sure if you were a friend or foe kind of energy or some shit. Overthinking and procrastinating can lead to confusion. Conduct research and trust your judgment instead. Somebody didn't trust what their heart and their intuition was telling them that somebody could have been going off somebody else's gossip. Thank you, Spirit. What we got here? Tight as a tick. We got full here. When something is good to the senses, it's hard to resist overdoing it. Too much of a good thing can be excessive. Somebody could be overeating, eating their emotions. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody, I heard, could be eating for two. Somebody could be greedy too. Look at this shit, in debt. As long as I owe you money, you'll never go broke. This is somebody that when they borrow something, they don't pay it back. And just because you family, they feel like that shit's supposed to be okay. I'll give it back. I'll get it back. See, somebody thinks they're supposed to get some kind of fucking leniency because they're your fucking family. That's some bullshit. You're just a common thief like anybody else. I don't give a shit what color. But, that's my thoughts on it. You're a thief. You take some from, listen, they the opposition. I can't, man, listen. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. This could be somebody could have stolen something from you. This could be somebody you thought you couldn't live without. Yep, come hell or high water. Look at this, relentless. You're determined to face and conquer any challenges or barriers that may come your way. Opposition. This refers to individuals who display discriminatory behavior towards their own family, friends, and community members. This could be somebody that's in your life right now that you felt like you had to stick by, you had to, support and shit because they're your family, and them the same motherfuckers that's tearing you down. Listen, if it wasn't for your praying, for your protection, that's twice out here. Excuse me. Yeah, ill tip, and God don't like ugly. Yep, let's get something else on here. Where we want to go with this, Spirit? Let's go with the lights here. No, let's go with the tarot opposition. Let's go here. Let's do it. All right, let's see what's going on here with my collective. Anything else? Any more insights into the situation, Spirit? I feel like you could have also stayed in a situation or held on to a situation because of it being family. Because it was your child, because it is your mother, because it is your father, because it is your cousin, something like that. And you're saying to yourself, I don't feel like this person could do this to me. Yeah. Like, I had to even come to that realization in my own life, because I was thinking like, that's my child, or this and that, right? They got part of me too, right? You know what I'm saying? They should know about this and that. But when I watch the news and I see the Menendez brothers and these fucking kids taking their parents' lives for money and this and that, and I'm like, why can't it be me? Why can't it be you? You see it happen to other people, but when it comes to your door, you want to be in disbelief. Listen to your intuition. Okay? Child, please. Today, people are lovers of money. They're lovers of themselves. They have sexual immorality. They steal, they lie, they cheat, they sleep with men, they sleep with women. They do all these things now. They have no morals, no values. You hear me? Because they are drowning, they are losing. They are perishing. You will see it because their behavior will be odd. Their behavior will be unbelievable. Like having sex with animals and all kinds of shit because they're perishing. All kinds of stuff. You hear me? All kinds of drug addictions, all kinds of psychotic breaks and shit, all that. Y'all gonna see all of that. That's because they're perishing. Spirit, what's this message? The wheel, it is over. The wheel has turned. It's time to pay the piper. Who'd you believe in? Who you out here, giving all your time, energy, and attention to? Right? We idolize those things that we focus on, that we live, that we do, right? Those are things that are more important to us. Come on, Spirit. We got the Three of Cups here. She's in the upright, which is good. So this is showing me that even though you may have had some losses, right? You still have hope. You still have faith. And I also get with this Three of Cups too, is still holding out hope. You know what I mean? That things will turn around. Yeah, they're gonna turn around. But it may not go the way you think. Eight of Swords, because you're not stuck. You're not waiting anymore. You decide to get up out the chair, put the cup down, the cup's empty, and move. You can't sit and wait for someone, afraid that if you go this way, then then things are gonna change, and then you're gonna feel bad or guilty about walking away. No, you won't. This is that societal thing with it. I mean, of course, family should mean everything to you, but everybody's your family. In God's eye, everybody's your family. Just because they didn't come out your body or what have you, but everybody's your family. Everybody's a part of this universal cycle. He's the Father. We are all his seeds. You know what I mean? Come on, Spirit. Child, please. Page of Cups. Yes. There's still life. You know what I mean? There's still hope. There's still joy. Right? And I feel like you're seeing that, you know, even though you had to get through that illusion, right? Because that's all it is, an illusion. Anytime you feel confused about staying in an abusive relationship or abusive cycle, that's an illusion. The illusion tells you that you can't leave, you shouldn't leave, that you feel guilty if you fucking leave. No, that's an illusion. The illusion is staying. The illusion is saying that you can't move, but you can. What's the message here, Spirit? 4 Pentacles. Somebody could feel like they're in lack. Somebody could feel like they got to hold on to everything. Like things are slipping through their fingers. Greed. I'm picking up greed. I feel I'm picking up energy. Somebody's like holding on to like their money and stuff. They like this, like they scared they're gonna lose something or somebody's gonna come and take it from them. But see, that's the energy that people get when they take from. Listen, I promise, when they fucking steal from fucking people and they do shit to get shit and they know they fucking wrong. And after the sin has fucking, after they made contact and they've got themselves caught up in it, that's when it's unleashed. The thoughts. The guilt, the shame, the same guilt and shame that they couldn't see before the action, they see after the action. Yeah, now somebody's high, somebody's scared, somebody living in fear and anxiety, somebody scared to I don't know, somebody holding on to their money, tight little motherfucker, I can tell you that. 6 of Pentacles, cause where they get it from, right? 6 of Pentacles equal give and take. Somebody was supposed to share something with you. They didn't. I heard, look how this is split. See the 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top? That's a 6 of Pentacles. I heard they were supposed to split it with you. Somebody was supposed to split something with you, and they didn't. Look, I'm telling you, they was fucking greedy. They was fucking greedy. Somebody seen your, Somebody messed up their share and they never gave you yours. They still had yours. Yeah. And now the devil's on somebody's ancestors on their ass every time they spend it. Every time they go somewhere to get drunk. They go somewhere to shop. They paranoid and they nervous and they anxious and they looking over their shoulder like this. Come on, man. That's somebody. Somebody done fuck themselves up from stealing. Yeah, somebody could wear a garnet necklace, a garnet piece, a piece of gold with a garnet in it. You see that on his neck? Somebody, yeah. Spirit, what's this message? Yeah, now somebody paranoid, hiding, geek. I heard geeking and tweaking. Child, please. Queen of Swords, she ain't lying. That's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. The truth will set you free. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, 8 of Cups, I'm trying to tell you something. You surrendered this shit. You surrendered it. Yeah, you surrendered. Yeah, I told you it could have been up to 4 people. See them 4 cups? Yeah, I feel like you surrendered it. You gave up. You gave up the hope. You gave up. Yeah. You walked away from it. So you knew that there was nothing going to change. Nothing was going to get better. What's the Spirit? The Fool in reverse. Yeah, somebody took a foolish leap of faith. They did, and they fell. Somebody fell. They only got 1 pentacle. They lost. Somebody lost their pentacle, and now they are trying to juggle yours. That 1 pentacle they were supposed to give you. Somebody, yeah. Somebody could wear a garnet necklace, a garnet piece, a piece of gold with a garnet in it. You see that on his neck? Somebody took it from you. Yeah, greedy, 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 greedy and selfish, and envious too. Because people don't steal from people that they love. I'm just saying. If you love, see, this is what I'm gonna say. Listen, I promise. If you love yourself, you're not stealing from people that you love. You ain't stealing from nobody. But if you don't love yourself, then all that I love you shit is bullshit. And that's how motherfuckers get got. Motherfucker saying I love you. Ha. I'm your family. Ha. So just because we got the same bloodline don't mean you mean any good to me. You want me to be vulnerable with you so you can get me. Man, listen. I love you. King of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that don't love themselves, like I said. And look at the tower. Yes. That illusion is being broken. Yes, it is. Listen, Nine of Pentacles. They were greedy. They were selfish. And they took something from you. Anyway. Because they feel like you got more money that makes sense, right? You don't need it, right? And you don't, listen, you don't give it to us. Make that shit make sense. Because you don't give it to them. So they can go and spend it on crack and drugs and alcohol and sex and PUSSY and DICK. Trying to buy motherfuckers. Stop playing. That's why God didn't give it to them. They gave them their portion and they should have just kept going. Look. They lying. They know they living a lie. They were unfaithful. They were untrue. They had no morals, no values, no integrity. Don't nobody believe shit they say. This is an emperor. I thought it was a king of swords. An emperor. Yeah, somebody thought they looked good when they was up. They had control when they was up. People listened to everything they said when they was up, and they was buying them. Child, please. Listen. The sun is here, and it's in the upright. Yeah. You being exonerated is what I heard. Listen, 10 of Cups. Yes, you are. Yep. Everything that this person told you, every relationship that they ruined for you, you're going to get it back. Every relationship that they ruined, they broke for you. Every opportunity for love or happiness or joy, you're going to get it back. What's going on in spirit? You're going to get it back. The lovers. Yes, you are. And it's going to be healthy. What's going on here, spirit? Okay, what we got here? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this greedy, self-centered emperor here. Emperor, empress. This could have been I'm telling you, this was a mother, an auntie. This even could have been a mature daughter. Somebody wanted what you had, baby. Somebody wanted to have everything that you worked hard for, that you put in the sweat equity for. Somebody wanted to wait for you to put in the sweat equity, and then when came time for you to receive your payout, they wanted it for they wanted to take it, and then they wanted to live the lifestyle that you should have been living. Come on, spirit, stop, man. Listen, Knight of Wands. Yeah, they couldn't take that. They may have taken something financial from you, but they couldn't take your blessing, your DNA, right? They couldn't take the gift that was instilled in you when God brought you into this world. Told y'all, the blessings inside. The pentacles inside. Listen, strength card, listen. They don't understand. It's inside you. It's not on you. It's in you. Your strength, your vitality, I heard, your perseverance. Your will, your wisdom is inside. Look at she going in the lion's mouth. The courage is inside. They wanted to take it from you, baby, but Spirit said hands off. No, sir. They wanted to take it from you. They sure did. Yes, they did, Spirit. Yes, they did. Look, they wanted to fight you for your shit. I heard this ain't love and basketball. You can't fight me for my life, for my I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, Spirit. You know, even if somebody could mimic you to down to the letter, it could only last about 5 or 10 minutes. When people will may right off the bat look and say, "Oh, that looks like you," right? But when it comes down to the way you talk, your thought process, right? How you interact with people, what comes to you naturally, they can't fucking do that. And that's why they get fucking caught up. Listen, thank you, confirmation. This is yours, baby. This is your pinnacle. This is your 10 of Pentacles. Your destiny. You're destined to have this. Whether it comes now or later, somebody thought they took it from you. Somebody could even be with a lover of yours, an ex-lover of yours that they thought that you wanted a 10 of Pentacles with, or that was supposed to give it to you. They think they got it. Child, please, 8 of Pentacles, man, listen, it ain't the quantity, it's the quality. They can't mimic you. You see somebody been trying to mimic you. They can't do it. Here was his message. Child, listen, 6 of Swords. This is somebody that's unable to move forward. It's dry land. The boat is on dry land. What's that called? Grounded. The boat is grounded and it's damaged. It has holes in it. It has a lot. Yeah. Somebody emotionally, somebody has left the building. All right. Yeah, this is somebody that, yeah. Whoo, child, listen, look at this. The Hermit in reverse. This is somebody that they dark. They don't have their lights out. Ooh, Spirit has put their lamp out. Wow. The lampstands. What is it, 7 lampstands? Spirit said, be careful I'll put your lamp out. Your lamp is your guidance, right? Your sense of direction. How you, and the brighter your lamp is how you lead, right? Because that's what a light is for, to show the way, right? Ooh, somebody can't see the way, baby. I'm telling you, somebody can't do shit. Somebody can't move forward. They hide. They in darkness. Somebody could even be living in the woods and shit. Somebody could have some kind of disfiguration. They trying to hide their face. Somebody got a lot of shame. Somebody got a lot of darkness about them. Their lamp is out. They can't see. They can't see which way to go. They can't see how to get out of it. They can't see how to fix it. They can't see nothing. All they can see is the demonic energy that they surrounded themselves with. Look, Queen of Cups, man, listen. And ain't shit you can do but look and love them from a distance. Yep, nothing you can do, Spirit, thank you. King of Pentacles in reverse. Child, listen. Ain't nothing growing in somebody's life. Listen, 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups, but you're about to get your blessing. Yes, you are, because there's a Knight of Cups that wants to come in. Come on now. A Knight, though? Maybe the Knight energy could mean, like, the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the world. Come on now, in the upright. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you closed out a cycle. Look. 2 of Wands. You closed out a cycle and you made a decision to go towards things that was healing, for growth, personal growth, spiritual growth. Somebody stayed in the darkness and they held on to something that wasn't growing, that was actually dead, and it's only meant to be put in the fire. Okay? Come on, Spirit. That's it for my collective. Whew. What we got here? Whew. Page of Swords. Which way do I go? What do I do now? What adventure awaits? And I'm also getting, I wonder what they doing. That's what I'm getting. 4 of Cups. Yeah, because somebody know. The offer's rescinded. They ain't nothing left. Yeah, somebody feels isolated and alone while you loving yourself. Yep, somebody feels like a fool. A damn fool. You hear me? All right, y'all. Let's get y'all as spiritual as fuck, and then we gonna let you go. Give me a spiritual as fuck for my collective, please, and thank you. the message. Thank you. Prayer is dope as fuck. Yes, it is, right? Save your life. Should invest. I think you should invest in that. Seriously. Oh, shit. Seriously, spend a little time asking the universe for what you want, even if you're speaking into the void. At the very least, you'll hear your own wish list and get a better idea of what you really do want. You might even figure out what the first baby step is to getting it. At the very best, there's a strong-ass genie in the sky who'll magically grant you all your wishes. A strong-ass genie in the sky, baby. I love it. I love it. Love it. Ready to grant you your wishes. All right, y'all. That's your message. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all. All right? Deuces.